Hello students, how are you? In our previous class, we have tried to understand the format of the activity sheet. As I have posted the soft copy of the textbook, I want all of you to go through the textbook. And if you just look at the index and if you try to look at the format of the activity sheet, one thing is very clearly evident to all of us, and it is that the sequence of the arrangement of the textbook and the sequence in which the activity sheet is arranged is exactly the same. Section 1 in activity sheet is based on section 1 from the textbook, that is the prose section. Section 2 in the textbook is allotted to the poetry section. Likewise, the activity sheet contains its section 2, that is based on poetry and appreciation. Section 3 is given to writing skills. Exactly in the same way, in activity sheet we come across question 4, which is divided further in 4 sub-questions, that is 4A, 4B, 4C and 4D. So section 3 is for writing skills. Section D in our course book is allotted to the literary genre novel. Exactly in the same way, the 5th question in our activity sheet is also based on the same literary genre novel. So it gives us a very good opportunity to understand the textbook and the activity sheet, which go hand in hand. Today we will be beginning with our preparation with section 3, that is writing skills. Just as I have told you, the question 4 is allotted for writing skills. Today we will begin with question 4C. Question 4C, it covers writing skills for speech writing, preparing a script for comparing, and expansion of ideas. Last year when you were in 11th, we have tried to understand the skill of expansion of ideas. Today we will begin with the same. We will begin our journey from known to unknown. How to expand the ideas. It is a revision of what we have studied earlier, and it will also give us an opportunity to understand it in a better way. So look at the board and you will find that question 4C, expansion of ideas, the question carries 4 marks. Now what is expansion of ideas? Expansion of idea is to elaborate an idea in a paragraph form. The idea is given to us in a very brief manner, say for example in the form of a proverb or an idiom. So what we will be doing? We will be expanding that idea in the form of a paragraph. Now what is a paragraph? If we are asked to write a paragraph, we must understand what a paragraph is about. So what is a paragraph? A paragraph is necessarily a series of connected sentences which develops one topic sentence. Now what this topic sentence? The topic sentence is actually the idea. The topic sentence, it mentions the idea, and so what we will be doing? We will be writing a series of connected sentences, and all these connected sentences will help us explain or express what the topic sentence means. Now, what a topic sentence is? Topic sentence is a subject or it is a statement expressed in a sentence. A good topic sentence is brief and it encapsulates the central theme. It covers the central theme. And the topic sentence, it is written in 3 parts. So when we have to expand the given idea, that idea has to be presented in the form of a paragraph. The paragraph is a series of connected sentences. Now these connected sentences, it carries the topic sentence, and this topic sentence, it explains the central idea. Now when we have to write the expansion of idea, we have to divide our answer in 3 parts. The first, introductory paragraph, second is the core contents, and the third is the concluding paragraph. Now we are trying to understand the theory, and when we actually write the expansion of idea, when we will actually expand the given idea, we will understand how we can apply the given instructions. So let us try to understand what is expected of us. So the introductory paragraph. What is an introductory paragraph? The introductory paragraph, it gives the topic sentence, the title of the given expansion. The idea should be clearly understood. The way we state the statement, it should be so clear that the idea is very clearly understood by the reader. Now, how can we achieve the clarity? The clarity can be achieved by explaining the symbolic or the metaphorical meaning. A proverb will be given to us, and our statement should be so clear that we are able to understand the meaning. Just for example, the given idea is work is worship. If we are writing work is worship, if we are using or if we are working on this idea, we should be able to clearly understand. Our topic statement must be able to explain clearly the meaning of the symbolic or the metaphorical meaning. What is symbolic here? What is worship? What is meant by work and what is meant by worship? We should be able to explain what do we mean by worship. Worship is actually praying God. But here, when work is called as worship, what is God for us? Our work is God for us. So if we work hard, if we work sincerely, if we work honestly, then such a work is considered as worship. So the clarity of expression, the clarity while explaining the symbolic idea is necessary. The next point that we must always keep in our mind is expression of thought and deeper meaning must be given. Now, what is the deeper meaning of work is worship? What do you mean by that? Just as when we worship God, we observe all the sacredness. We observe all the purity of mind. So how should we work? We should work with a purity of mind. We must work honestly. We must work sincerely. There should be no dishonesty when we work. So all these ideas we will be putting forward as per the requirement of the answer. So the introductory paragraph, it must have a topic sentence. The idea must be clearly understood by us. We must be able to explain the symbolic or the metaphorical meaning of the given expression, and also the expression of thought and deeper meaning, it also must be given by us. Now the introductory paragraph, it should be able to introduce the key idea to the reader. Now when we have completed or when we are done with the introductory paragraph, we will go to the second part of the answer or the second paragraph of our answer. The second part of our answer, it contains the core content. Now what is core content? Core is central, the main idea, the chief idea. So what do you mean by that? We have to explore the perspectives and we have to give the examples. So again, we will take the same example. If we are working on work is worship, we will have to give examples so as to support our statement. The given statement is, the topic sentence is work is worship. So if we are working on work is worship, we should be able to give the proper examples. Now you can very well use the examples from the current scenario. So during the pandemic, we find all the medical fraternity, that is the doctors, the nurses, and all the people working in the hospitals. How are they working round the clock? How are they just giving their best? So the examples can be given which will help us to understand that yes, work is worship. The unity and clarity of thoughts. We must stick to the topic sentence. This is the topic sentence. So every point that we are going to write about, it should highlight the same idea. So that is the unity and clarity of thoughts. There should be no ambiguity. There should be no misunderstanding or misinterpretation. The idea must be very clearly stated. So what the idea is? Again, go back to the same idea. Work is worship. So what is work? What is worship? Now how to worship? We pray God regularly. We pray God 3 times in a day, or we pray God 24/7. We are faithful to God. We are loyal to God. So in the same way, we should be faithful to our work. We should be loyal to our work. There should be clarity and transparency when we work. So that is how the clarity of thoughts will be there. Main coherence and the logical link between two thoughts. Now if I am saying work is worship, and if I say that I will work sincerely, I will work honestly, I will work with great care. So if I am saying statements after statements, I should also be able to maintain a logical link. If you are honest, then you can be sincere. You are working, you consider work is worship, and you need to say, or if you are saying that work is worship and so I work sincerely. Work is worship and so I work dutifully. If work is worship, I am working honestly. So all the two thoughts or any thoughts, they must be linked together. There must be proper emphasis. You must always be able to stress what you are saying correctly. There should not be too many ideas. Now work is worship is a very vast idea. But in a small answer that we have to write, say in 100 and 120 words, we cannot add 100 ideas there. We may stick to 4, 5 or 6 ideas. And always remember that the core content part is the most important part of your answer when you write the expansion of ideas. The last part of the expansion of idea, the concluding part. What we have to do in the concluding part? We have to sum up suitably with strong and relevant points. Now we need to maintain the continuity when we are attempting it in a specific order. We must use appropriate proverbs at the end with similar meaning. For example, if we are saying tit for tat, then you can use reap as you sow. Now this is just the basic theory using which we will be writing down one question using the given material that we have been discussing just now. How to write or how to expand the given idea. Just listen to it once, twice or thrice, and then we will be doing one activity. I will